Welcome to session 16. This week we're going to look at formulae and some exam style questions. The session's aims and objectives are to recap applying the bid-mass rule, to understand that formulae can be expressed in words and symbols, and the objectives, to complete exam style questions to exam standard. Formulae in everyday life. We use formulae in everyday life for many different purposes. In construction, it's used to calculate practical things such as area, perimeter and volume. But it can also be used to decide how much to charge the customer or what quantity of materials need to be ordered. Bid mass. The B stands for brackets, I stands for index numbers, D for division, M for multiplication, A for addition and S for subtraction. So to start with, you work out the contents of any brackets first. If they can contain any index numbers, you'll also need to work those out. Secondly, you divide and then multiply, working through the formula from left to right. And finally, add and subtract, working through the formula again from left to right. There are some formula rules which will help you. Firstly, replace letters with numbers. These letters represent something. They're not just there to confuse you. They are called variables because their value can change. If you want to work out the area of a room, you'd use the following formula. L times W equals A. This simply means L is the length, W is the width, and A will be the area. They are variable because not every room you want to calculate the area for will be the same size. Secondly, remember that a number next to a letter, as in 3D, means 3 multiplied by D. And 3 next to brackets, or any number next to the brackets, again means that number multiplied by the contents of the brackets. This one, 23 plus 64, is divided by 4. This line here simply means divide. And this one, this is an index number, 12 squared. So to square a number, you simply multiply it by itself. You need to work them out first. Evaluating expressions. An expression is a combination of numbers, operators, brackets and or variables. So let's look at some expressions. 12 minus 5 times 4 divided by 2. So first comes the division, 4 divided by 2, which is 2. Then multiplication, 2 times 5, which is 10. Then subtraction, 12 minus 10, which is 2. Next one, brackets 12 minus 5 times 4 divided by 2. We do the brackets first, 12 minus 5, which is 7. Then the division, 4 divided by 2, which is 2. And then the multiplication, 7 times 2, which is 14. And the last one, brackets 12 minus 5 times brackets 4 divided by 2. So brackets first, 12 minus 5 equals 7, and 4 divided by 2, which is 2. Then the multiplication, 7 times 2, which is 14. Now let's add some index numbers and division of an expression. So 2 brackets 5 squared minus 4 squared equals, brackets first, 5 times 5 minus 4 times 4. So 5 squared will be 5 times 5, which is 25. 4 squared, which is 4 times 4, which is 16. So 25 minus 16 gives you 9. And then you've got the multiplication, because 2 brackets simply means 2 times. So 2 times 9, which is 18. And the next one. So brackets 10 minus 2 divided by 4. Brackets first, 10 minus 2, which is 8. Then this line simply means divide. So 8 divided by 4 gives you the answer 2. Let's have a look at some exam style questions. Question 1. Tracy applies for a home improvement loan. Her bank gives her this formula to work out her monthly payments. Tracy wants a loan of £7,600. She wants to repay it over 3 years. Tracy takes home £2,147 each month, and her total outgoings are £1,850 a month. Can Tracy afford the monthly repayment? This question is worth 5 marks. Pause the video while you answer the question. Question 2. Mark the plumber is asked by a customer how to save water. He suggests using a water butt to collect rainwater to water the garden. The customer buys a water butt, and Mark uses this formula to work out how many litres it will hold. The water butt has diameter 52 centimetres and height 72 centimetres. Mark thinks it will hold at least 120 litres of water. Is Mark correct? This question is worth 3 marks. Pause the video while you answer the question. And finally, question 3. Gary has to work out the area of a garden that he wants to block pave. There will be 2 circular flower beds as shown in the diagram. The drawing is not to scale. He uses these formulae to work out the area to be block paved. What is the area of the garden that Gary will block pave? This question is worth 5 marks. Pause the video while you answer the question. Let's recap this section. And the aims. Do you know how to apply the BIDMAS rule? Do you understand that formulae can be expressed in words and symbols? And the objectives. Did you complete the exam style questions to exam standard? Remember, if you still have questions or need help, please ask me in class or email me.